Sam in Timaru, Canterbury, New Zealand. See more better with freeprescriptionlenses.com, but call me Mo Better, because I'm going to have you seeing Mo Better, looking Mo Better, and I'm going to show everyone else how I bring that love and feeling back to glasses when I cut non-prescription Transitions Generation 8 gray lenses with Crizal Alize for the RayBan 2140, color 901, size 50. This is the original Wayfarer. Let me take everything out of the original box as RayBan sends it to me. This is the soft leather fold over RayBan case. We'll get to that in a moment, but you have the RayBan cleaning cloth, the booklet that comes with it, the icons that goes through all the iconic frames, and I think I have passed yours. Hang on, we're gonna find it. There it is, the Wayfarer. So let me put this back in here, and this is again the RayBan 2140. It comes with a little plastic, the original Wayfarers, it comes with a plastic sleeve on the temple to protect the temples from rubbing together when it's being shipped from Italy. And I'm going to put that on there when I ship to New Zealand. But first I need to take out the original heavy glass breakable lenses to install your lightweight unbreakable lenses. I'm going to apply a little bit of heat to the frame to make it easier for the lenses to pop out. Let's see if it'll do it this. If not, I'll have to do more. Pop out the original glass lenses. And I want to clean. They have a little adhesive residue left over on the inside that they use to help glue the lens in. I want to clean that out of the frame. So I use a little bit of eyeglass cleaner and a tissue to do that before I install your lenses, before I trace it. So I'm going to put your frame into the tracing element of my blocker. I want to assign a number to it, your Secret Agent 1958, so that years from now, should you ever need new lenses for this frame, I can mail them right to your home. So I'm going to hit start. A little stylus is going to pop up, go around and trace the inside bevel of the right side of the frame. Here at freeprescriptionlenses.com, where everyone loves a bargain and no one is disappointed in quality. You buy a genuine and authentic RayBan frame and you will receive one free pair of clear single vision prescription lenses, or in this case, non-prescription fashion lenses. My receipt has my federal ID tax number, so if you have vision insurance or unused health savings account Flex dollars, you will get reimbursed for this purchase, whether they are prescription or not. Well, that's here in the US. I don't know how they do things in New Zealand. Probably better. But so if these were prescription, I would enter the pupillary distance and the optical center height. If I literally had to, if I were to have to vertically manually move your lenses so that they fit properly in the lenses, prescription based, but I don't have to do any of that since these are non-prescription. But I am going to take the lens out of the protective packet. And of course, you're going to get all the manufacturer's original packaging. This comes with a little laminate on the front of the lens to protect the lens during shipping, so nothing rubs against the front of that. I'm going to take that off. And again, if these were a prescription, I would put them in here, put 3 dots that tells me that it's oriented in there just perfectly. I don't have to do any of that. I do need to get 2 blocks, or as I like to call them, Jenny from the block. I need to attach this to your lens while it is cutting, so I need 2 double-sided adhesive stickers, of which I've got those here. The black side is the sticky side. I'm going to stick that on the first block, throw that up there. Do the same thing now for the second one. Pull the paper away to make the black side sticky. On the back is a magnet that's going to do its job twice. The first time it's going to attach itself to another magnet there in the arm. And I just want to, that outline is the lens, the green is the shape. I just want to make sure that it is centered in there perfectly. I'm going to hit that button. The arm's going to come down, place the block onto, which will be the right lens. We'll do the same thing now for the left lens. Take it out of the protective packet, and here's what I'm going to do what I would normally do. I highlight that these are non-prescription. The Transitions Generation 8 gray lens with Crizal Alize. This will be the right lens, and that way you know you're getting the authentic deal. Again, Plano lens, Transitions Generation 8 gray with Crizal Alize. This will be the left lens. And if you guys missed any of that, say it with me. Let me recap. You knew that bad joke was coming, didn't you? Okay, So take the laminate off the front of the lens, put the lens onto the platform, make sure that it is centered on there perfectly. I need the block. Pull the paper in, make the black side sticky, line up the magnet, hit that button, the arm's going to come down, place the block onto the left lens. Now this is the edger. This is what's going to do all the work while I run my mouth. It costs $40,000. It weighs 200 pounds. I recommend everyone go out, buy their own, put it on your kitchen counter, then you can cut your own lenses at home and you won't need this guy with the two thumbs to do it for you. The actual cutting wheel is this diamond crusted wheel that's going to grind away your lens material from this size to this size, and this wheel in the center is what's going to put the V-shaped bevel onto the lens so it stays inside the bevel of the frame. I'm going to wake up the computer, job ID number 1958. These are polycarbonate lenses. If they were plastic, Hindex plastic, or Trivex, I would select that material, but we're staying with polycarbonate. I'm not going to polish the edge of the lens because it's not going to be seen. I'm not going to put a safety bevel on the front convex surface of the lens. I'm only going to put a safety bevel on the rear concave surface of the lens. I'm going to press that on there firmly, place the magnet into the chuck, or as I like to call it, the Charles, because I just don't know this machine well enough to call it chuck. That's right, free bed jugs with the purchase of every pair of glasses. Oh, the one thing I do want to do, I'm going to take it down about 0.2 of a millimeter. I know from experience the bevel on these original Wayfarers is deep, and I want to cut the lens down so it fits inside there perfectly. I may have to take more off. We will see. I'm going to hit the green arrow to start. The door closes, the clamp shuts. The lens is going to be traced by two wide styluses, making sure the lens is large enough to fit into the frame. And you can see as it's going around tracing the shape of the right lens. And normal protocol, it's measuring twice. To cut once is measuring the thickness of the lens at every point to know where to place the bevel for the least amount of edge thickness. I could move the bevel forwards or backwards. I know the lens is going in the opposite direction. If the bevel was backwards, it would push the lens forward. If the bevel was on the front part of the lens, it would push it backwards. Of course, you're not going to have any edge thickness anyway, since these are non-prescription in this frame. But it's just a routine procedure the lens does, because I do cut strong prescriptions all day long. For how much? For free when you buy the prescription. And it becomes a little more critical then. Now the water in the background is there to catch the optical sawdust as it comes off the cutting wheel. Polycarbonate lenses cut dry, where plastic, Hindex plastic, and Trivex cut wet, meaning that water sprays onto the lens for the duration of the cutting cycle. Water is not currently spraying on these lenses. It will for the last 20 seconds to wash away the optical debris that you see beginning to form. But your lenses are made out of polycarbonate. As I mentioned, polycarbonate is 40% thinner and lighter than regular plastic. They're virtually unbreakable. These are high impact ballistics grade lenses. It also has 100% UVA and UVB protection built into the lens. It also has the Transitions Generation 8 block about 30 to 40% of the harmful blue light emitted from today's electronic devices. And you also have the Crizal Alize, which is 3 features in one. Crizal is a treatment. The first part of the treatment is that it reduces glare when driving at night, particularly driving at night in the rain. Now it's going on to the bevel wheel. It also reduces glare from street lights, stoplights, computer screens, overhead fluorescent lights. Now, the second feature stands for ARC, anti-reflective coating, so it reduces reflections. When someone's looking at you, they're not looking at their reflection in your glasses, so it makes for much better eye contact. Plus, the thing that millennials love, if you take a selfie, you're less likely to see the reflection in the lens, or if someone takes a picture with a flash, you're less likely to see the flash in the lens. Now, so water is spraying onto the lens. It tells me it's in the last 20 seconds of the cutting cycle. In just a moment, a little lever will come out. At the end of that lever is a spinning disc, a very fine grit sandpaper that's smoothing out the back surface, the concave surface of the lens, before it is to be installed into the frame. The third feature of the anti-glare, the Crizal, is it comes with the industry's hardest scratch coating. The machine that applies the anti-glare costs over $1 million and takes over 24 hours to vaporize 8 different coatings onto your lens. The lens has to be washed and cleaned and dried between coatings, and so because of the time and the expense, they put the industry's hardest scratch coating on there to protect your time and investment. I'm going to open up the Chuck, the Charles, the Chuckster, the Chuckarama, dry everything off, run my thumbnail around to make sure there's no optical sawdust, take the lens, tuck it in at the outside corner, press down the nose and push all the way around. It snaps right in. Let's do the same thing now for the left lens. I'm going to take that down just a little more, about 1/4 of a millimeter. We're going to take that lens, press it in there firmly. Now the magnet, again, going into the Chuck, the Charles, or today I will call it the Sam, in honor of Sam in New Zealand. I love shipping internationally. So I'm going to hit the start button, the door closes just like before, the clamp shuts. And again, the lens is going to be traced to make sure it's large enough to go into the left side of the frame. And you can see as it's tracing the shape of the left side. And just like before, measuring the thickness of the lens to know where to place the bevel so you have the least amount of edge thickness showing, of which you got none, Sam. You hear me? You got nothing there. No edge thickness. So let's go ahead and take this block off. Pull the sticker off, use my hand-approved drying method, throw that back in there, add that to my sticker collection. Now normal protocol would be to inspect the lens to make sure it is the correct power and axis, and we are getting 0, no power, because these are non-prescription fashion lenses. And I do see a little bit more adhesive I want to clean off on that side before it gets mounted into the top. So here's what I do for international shipping from the website. I charge $35 up front for international shipping because there's no rhyme or reason. It costs different amounts to ship to different countries. It's almost like the stock market. It fluctuates every day. So if it ends up being $20, and you will see the actual postage on the package, if it ends up being $20 to ship to you, I will contact you and let you know that, and $15 will be refunded. Or if the other $15 can be applied to expedited shipping, which I've done. Some people say I'd rather have it a few days faster for the extra $15, I will do that. Or if you'd rather have the traditional means of shipping, I can refund the difference back to you. If it ever goes over $35, I do not charge any more, which has happened also. So it's just crazy. I don't know why there is no set fees per country. Even if I was shipping to the same country, same weight, same size box, it does seem to vary, and I cannot tell you why. Only bureaucrats will be able to tell you why and why things take so much time. So, with that being said, I do ship internationally, so feel free to buy. If anybody wants this frame, the RayBan Original Wayfarer 2140, will be in the link below in the description. Just click on that. It'll take you to the page. Now here's another thing. I am an authorized RayBan dealer. I do not have every single color available for the RayBan 2140. So if there's a color you want, just email me, contact me. I'll check on the price and the availability for you. This frame sells for $150. The new Transitions Generation 8 lenses cost $99.99. The Crizal Alize is $79.99 for a total of $329.98. Now you can also get this with Crizal Alize for $99.99 or Crizal Sapphire for $139.99. Excuse me. I mathed wrong again. Alright, so I'm going to dry everything off, run my thumbnail around, make sure there's no optical sawdust, pop the lens, well let's see, tuck the lens in at the outside corner, running my fingers around, that pops right in, take the block off. Again, dry that off, throw that back in the bin, add to my sticker collection. Follow protocol, check the power of the lens. I don't even have to turn it. We're still on 0, so these are non-prescription. Now this is the part of the video that as I clean your lenses, I mentioned to everyone that there's free shipping anywhere in the US, but when you get these in the mail, there's a small chance that these could fit too loose or too tight. However, there's an 80% chance that one side is going to sit higher than the other. That's because 80% of people have one ear that is higher than the other, and I'm no different, and I'll show you in just a moment. But because of that statistic, 99% of all optical shops will do free adjustments for you, whether you purchase the glasses from them or not. But I'm going to get these in standard alignment first, also known as a 3-point stance. The 3 points are 1, 2, and the bottom of the frame being 3. I set them on the counter and press down. There is no wobble. When I say wobble, I take mine off and press down. They wobble on the counter, but they sit level on me. So I'm wearing the RayBan 2132 new Wayfarer. This is the RayBan 2140 original Wayfarer. This has the panoscopic tilt. This one does not. This is color 789, the blue orange, because I'm wearing some blue orange today, and I love doing that on Fridays. So flip this over, press down, there is no wobble, close each temple to make sure they overlap perfectly, and they do, that neither temple is askew. Now this is what your lenses look like the first time before they have been activated, which means I'm going to expose them to a strong burst of ultraviolet light in my little Transitions Adaptive Lenses box. So I'm going to put that there. Now as you can see, it takes about 30 to 45 seconds for transition lenses to darken. It takes a little bit longer when you come back inside, 45 seconds to a minute 15 to return back to clear. But Sam, this is important, and everyone else. All transition lenses will get dark on day 1 and continue to darken every day for the first couple weeks they're exposed. After that, they will work for years at maximum performance. The only time they won't work is if you're behind the windshield of a car. Your windshield absorbs all the sun's harmful ultraviolet rays that would cause your dashboard to crack from sitting in the sun all day, and that's why they won't turn dark in a car. Now, if you, don't worry, they're going to keep getting darker and darker. Come on, we talked about that, don't you remember? They're also temperature sensitive, meaning they will get darker when it's 85 and below than they will when it's 95 and above. But I remind everyone, when it's 80, 90, well, when it's 100 degrees outside, you're miserable, they're miserable. Nobody works 100% when it's 100 degrees outside. As I continue to talk, you'll see them returning back to clear. Now, if you've liked what you've seen, please like this video and subscribe to my channel, as well as click on the bell icon so you can get notifications in the future as I have more and more videos to show you. If you can follow me on Facebook and Instagram as freeprescriptionlenses.com. On Twitter is freerxlenses. You can also email me if you have any questions at freeprescriptionlenses@gmail.com, or if you're into the whole brevity thing, just click the contact me button on the website. You can also leave a question or comment in the comment section below, and I will respond back to that. Again, if anyone wants to purchase these, there is a link in the video, in the description below. So you can go right to the website by doing that. But Sam in Timaru, Canterbury, New Zealand, thank you so much for the purchase of the RayBan 2140 Original Wayfarer with non-prescription Transitions gray lenses. And of course, these are the Essilor brand. They call airwear. They call polycarbonate airwear because they feel it's as light as air. The T stands for Transitions Gen 8 Gray. Crizal Alize, of course, you can see that here, the Transition Signature Generation 8 if you don't want to, if you're not into the abbreviation thing, and of course the Crizal Alize. And again, you're getting the original packets that I've highlighted, so you know you're getting the real thing. So thanks again for your purchase. Thanks again for watching, and now hopefully everyone else has got a chance to see how I bring that love and feeling back to glasses. Thank you.